Fox News Flash top entertainment and celebrity headlines are here. Check out what's clicking today in entertainment. In recent years, cancel culture has dominated headlines. Many, including Hollywood stars, have been subject to intense public scrutiny over a variety of topics or actions, occasionally resulting in someone being canceled, meaning their careers and personal lives take a dive due to increased negative publicity. 15 Minutes of Shame, a new documentary on HBO Max, was executive produced by Monica Lewinsky, who refers to herself as Patient Zero for public shaming. The doc examines cancel culture, the science behind it, its historical origins and more. Here's a look at 5 angles explored about cancel culture and public humiliation in the film. Monica Lewinsky says cancel culture has become a little too broad. Warning, the video below contains graphic language. Dr. Tiffany Watt-Smith, a cultural historian at Queen Mary University of London, reflected on the early days of public humiliation, explaining that past societies often required people to pull together and follow rules such as not hoarding resources. These kind of societies punish very quickly and very severely anyone who is trying to take more than their fair share, anyone who thinks they don't have to abide by the rules, she explained. Societies across the ages have this strange process of ritualized public humiliation. Monica Lewinsky recalls comeback from Clinton scandal shaming. I set out to heal. Oftentimes, when people are cancelled, it's done by a mob of strangers, as is regularly the case with celebrities. As it turns out, such anonymity makes it easier for critics to go on the offensive. When someone is just a name on a screen with some of their text as well as maybe a stranger you've never met, that is not enough information for our human brains to fully perceive them as a human, explained Dr. Helen Wang, a neuroscientist and psychologist, who studies processing of emotions. One quick route that our brains understand the mental states of others is viewing people's faces and body language. And our brains process this information very, very quickly, she continued. If we don't have access to that information through the internet, then it's harder for us to even think about what this person might be thinking or feeling. Monica Lewinsky, executive produced and narrated 15 Minutes of Shame, HBO Max. While cancel culture may seem like a relatively new term, writer and internet culture journalist Asia Romano revealed that it comes from 1990s pop culture. In the 1991 movie New Jack City, Wesley Snipes uses the phrase cancel that ill by another one while breaking up with a woman. Romano then points to a December 2014 episode of Love Hip Hop in which a man tells a woman that she's canceled after she reveals that she has a daughter. It took off from there, the journalist said. People started using it initially humorously, and then it sort of caught on. Monica Lewinsky discusses cancel culture in 15 Minutes of Shame official trailer. I was Patient Zero. There are studies that show that dopamine is released when we see a transgressor being punished, Smith said. I think it's possible that we just are chasing that hit that we get when we see someone that we've perceived to be a wrongdoer get their comeuppance. Smith is an expert in schadenfreude, the pleasure that you get in seeing someone else's misfortune, as she put it. The historian then recalled a Dutch study done with soccer fans that examined the faces of fans watching a team they're a fan of scoring a goal, as well as videos of an opposing team missing a goal. At those videos, of the rivals missing, that's when they smiled most broadly and most quickly, Smith explained. It wasn't seeing their own team score a goal, it was seeing their rivals miss a goal. 15 Minutes of Shame is now streaming on HBO Max. HBO Max, technology ethicist Tristan Harris recalled an NYU study that found that for every word of moral outrage, such as horrible, disgrace and abomination, added to a tweet on Twitter, the retweet rate of that post increased by 13%. Click here to get the Fox News app. Tweets with higher engagement are promoted by algorithms on social media platforms, which is they're profitable, according to Harris. UCLA professor and author Sophia Noble echoed such sentiments, explaining that social media algorithms aren't neutral and objective but are focused on drawing eyeballs to material on their platforms. Click here to sign up for our entertainment newsletter. More of those eyeballs result in more money for social media platforms, meaning they'll promote what clicks, Harris explained.